Men of Reddit, what's a myth about men that's 100% untrue and it infuriates you whenever you hear it? I have never felt compelled to trespass onto someone's property due to the presence of milkshakes. Semicolon. Edit. Cold ones are better than yours. If we take long in the bathroom, we are not always jacking off. Sometimes we're just enjoying a long shower or browsing memes. Yeah, know what? I did give a shitty about my wedding day. I cannot believe the amount of people, mostly ladies, who just straight up assumed. All you have to remember is where to be in to say I do right. Haw haw haw. Fkin annoying. I had ideas of how I wanted it to look and how I wanted it to go as well. But my goodness. Not a single person thought I gave a shitty even though I constantly was trying to give my take on stuff. It was always met with, "Oh, you don't need to worry about that," or "Oh, the ladies will figure that out." Like, this is infuriating. Men only talk to women because they want something from them. This happened to me a lot in middle school and the beginning of high school because I had a lot of female friends. I'm not girl crazy. How men are on commercials. How we can't do laundry, cook, raise kids, or anything without our wives coming to show us how. Look. Assholes. I'm single and I do all my own cleaning, laundry, dishes, etc. I have never stared at a mop like it was a plasma death ray. Nor have I ever had to rush out to buy dinner because I burned mine. Well, a few times when drunk. But that's not the same thing. I also am capable of taking care of a baby without having to call a woman to give me directions. I don't have kids, but I have younger cousins and whatnot. I can change a diaper and bottle feed just fine. Edit. RIP my inbox. Lord. This blew up. 7,000 upvotes and over 100 responses. Looks like I am not alone. That men don't have self-image issues. You only get to hear about body positivity when it's about women's bodies. That we must be swift as the coursing river, have the force of a great typhoon, possess the strength of a raging fire, and be as mysterious as the dark side of the moon. I King love Bath and Body Works. I love mojitos, mugs, and other fruity cocktails. I will always buy pads, tampons when asked. I cry sometimes. I can point out notice a good looking guy as a straight guy. This is the one that gets me the most. Sometimes I feel like I can't compliment a new haircut or whatever. I hate the no homo thing. A compliment isn't gay unless you make it gay. Men have to make the first move. This is in the context of relationships, not sex. I hate this. That we are emotionless. Sometimes it is not the right situation to show how you are feeling. Just because I am not showing it doesn't mean I am not feeling it. I have personally never talked to a guy friend about how their girlfriends are in bed, or really anything about their sex lives. Follow up. I have reviewed the comments. Thank you for your replies. If there is one thing I can stress to the people who do desire to engage in sex gossip, make sure you secure permission from your significant other first. And that applies to all genders. You may be unwittingly hurting your partner's feelings. The only reason I know my best friend of over 10 years isn't a virgin is because he's got 2 kids. That they don't need compliments. I hate it when I do it to my male friends and some other acquaintance will overhear and tease me for it. But when I do it to a female friend, nobody gives shit. I believe that guys deserve to be complimented sincerely once in a while. Like everybody else. We don't cook or do housework. FCK that I come home from a hard day of work and cook my family dinner every night. I sometimes hear girls say men are simple-minded and don't get women's complexities. Semicolon. This is usually alluding to men asking girls to be straightforward and tell us what you need of us. We think about sex every 7 seconds. That if we turn down sex and wanted sexual advances, there's something wrong with us. Or that we should enjoy, be grateful every time we get approached. No. I don't like the fact that stranger just grabbed my ass and tried to stick her tongue down my throat. WTF is wrong with you? That all men cheat. I know just as many women that cheat as well. Most men have zero issue asking for directions. I don't like being lost. It's goddamn annoying. I'm perfectly fine asking for directions. Semicolon. Okay Google. Navigate to. Edit. Thank you kind stranger for the silver. Edit to. Awesome. First gold as well. I wouldn't call it a myth. But when a guy is helpful around the house and just courteous in general. Sometimes a woman will say, your wife girlfriend has trained you well. No. We managed to become decent human beings without a woman's help. FCK you very much. We actually love the attention just as much as women do. And cuddling too. That men are simple. That every erection means that we are horny edit. Holy shit that is insane. Thanks for gold. Silver and all the comments. That men can't be victims of abuse or domestic violence from women. Yeah. We can. And statistically, if we report it, there's a solid chance that we'll be the ones going to jail for it. Even if all we did was take it and not fight back. Screw that. Edit. Holy crap gold for getting angry at a past experience. My brothers who have dealt with this. I'm sorry. I wish I had advice for dealing with it. But I unfortunately don't. All others. FBI says at least 40% of domestic violence happens to men. We need to destigmatize this and make punishment just as severe for women who perpetrate abuse as it is for men. If a man refuses sex, then he is no longer interested in his so or finds her unappealing or having a side chick. That men are completely incompetent in the kitchen. Doing laundry. Other household chores. This is a stereotype perpetuated largely by network sitcoms. I hate when I out with my kids people jokingly say are you on daddy duty? Full stop. I've never heard someone ask a mom if she's on mommy duty. It's assumed that men don't take their kids places and it really annoys me because I work full time but I also get my kids ready in the morning. Cook them breakfast. Prepare their lunches. Eat lunch with them at school once per week. Bring them to most DR and dentist appointments. Oh. You're babysitting your kids today? No. Bitch. I'm parenting my kids today. Like I do every day. Men don't clean. Wash or iron. That if a man talks to a woman he must want to take her to bed. One time I was in a bar and I tapped a girl on the shoulder and said excuse me and she immediately rolled her eyes and snapped back. UHH. I have a boyfriend. UHH. That only creepy men enjoy being around children. Men don't cry. The fact that I have to keep all my negative emotions locked away because men are too manly to have bad feelings. I like cute things and it does not emasculate me to talk about them. I baby talk at my dogs. Don't f***ing act like you don't. I like pointless anime garbage whose sole purpose is to tickle the cute sensors in your brain. And I like seeing girls wear cute clothes regardless of whether or not I want to see those clothes come off. Now. I said it doesn't emasculate me to enjoy these things. But I still can't do it out loud because everyone else is such an insecure PSSY that I'll get harassed until the cows come home and leave and come back again. Apparently gender roles only exist when it comes to fixing something. I don't know why my wife continues to think that because I was born with a penis, I know how to refinish a deck. Or repair our dryer. Or put new lighting up in our kitchen. You didn't get the penis powers? Lol sucks for you bro I was soldering at 5. Semicolon. You thanks for the silver. Randomly quadrupled my karma overnight too lol. Men love it when women drop hints instead of being blunt. No. That shit is confusing. A woman could straight up tell me she wants to FCK me and I'd be doing mental gymnastics trying to find out if she really meant it or not. That we need soap. shampoo, and conditioner all in one. Because we don't know how to wash our ass correctly. Edit. What I gathered from the comments is that most people who use all-in-one products tend to view showering as a chore rather than self-care. You condition your ass? Man, I've got to try that sometime. I want a silky smooth butthole. Edit. Sometimes I just can't believe the random shit I get gilded for. That we can control our boners. Had a friend who thought that it was weird that someone could look at a woman and activate his dick. We can't control them, it's a reflex. Edit. My most upvoted comment is about me not being able to control my dick. Nice. All men are the same. First of all, don't mix us up with her stupid ex. We're not all ravenous SX machines. I barely think about SX at all. If you catch me staring, I'm not looking at you. Believe me, I'm looking through you. We're not always craving SX. Sometimes we crave salt. That's why I play Overwatch. As a father of 5, 3 bio, 2 foster children, the automatic suspicion that surrounds me whenever I'm alone in public with my children is infuriating. One of our foster girls is black, I'm white, and I've had people outright follow me in public when I've taken her shopping for some one-on-one time. If you see a man with a child in public and you start with the assumption that he's a perv, that's sexism. Edit. Wow, this was a lot to come back to after dinner. I changed my last sentence to be less harsh and more in line with my actual thoughts. There are several comments that essentially say it's better to start with a perv assumption and be wrong than to be naive and put a child at risk. I strongly disagree and believe this is faulty. Emotion-based reasoning. Child abuse is wrong. Sexism and profiling are wrong. Excusing one to stop the other doesn't make it right. That men can't be arped or assaulted. Primarily from the stereotype that we're bigger, stronger than women or always want to FCK. I want to punch anyone that spouts that ignorant bullshit. Just because I have a dick or am bigger than a woman doesn't mean she can't spike my drink, get me intoxicated with alcohol, drugs, or otherwise force herself on me against my consent. Stop dismissing our pay and assault based on gender. Assholes. Holy crap. Gold and silver. Thanks, Anon. Masturbation means we're sorely unsatisfied. Does having dessert mean that I hated dinner? Men are only interested in one thing. SX. Oh really? Is that why I'm reading a book? Playing a game? Getting dinner? Is that why I stopped talking to that girl after she went on and on about her reality shows being real? That they're somehow completely incapable of hating their bodies. Whatever they look like. They must be completely happy with themselves. Unrealistic bodily expectations aren't limited to women. Edit. I wasn't expecting this comment to gain so much traction. I'm so sorry so many of you all are hurting and suffering like this too. Please. Remember that you're still amazing and you can take care of yourself and be healthy still. Love yourselves. If I'm with my daughter, I'm not babysitting. I'm being a father. AWW. Are you stuck playing dad today? No. Dumb CK. I am dad. And there's nothing else I'd rather be doing. I'm not babysitting my child. That we can't be raped. I have been twice. Although I put myself in the position by getting wasted. I did not want to have sex. I was told if I had a boner then I wanted it. I understand it isn't my fault I was raped. But I did put myself in a position I shouldn't have put myself in. That we're so obsessed with sex we cheat at any chance we get. Nah. Not interested. I don't want you. Don't want to hate myself. Don't want to lie to my girl. I'm not a terrible person. Men don't multitask. Yeah. I can easily drink beer and watch the TV at the same time. The false idea that men always want sex. Or that erections equal arousal. This leads to male sexual assault survivors not being taken seriously. Edit. 1k points on this comment. That's a new PB. A woman can't hit a man but a man can't hit a woman. Neither is allowed to hit the other. And if you do either way. Nothing infuriates me. Two guys being close friends does not imply secret gay love. I'm looking at you. F-king fanfic writers who seem to think men showing any kind of affection for each other means they want to do each other up the ass. Women. Men need to be more open about their feelings. Men. Shows genuine friendship and affection with a male friend. Women. LMAO you are gay I. That we are inherently violent. I'm hard pressed to find anyone violent. In 2019. With the exception of public freakouts. People in general seem to avoid conflicts at all cost. We hate women. Or we disrespect women. Stuff like that. Hating women sounds gay. That we all want to do anal. I have zero desire to even try it. Ever. There are dozens of us. Dozens. That men are bad at parenting and less nurturing than women. That circumcision is good or normal and has anything to do with hygiene. Like holy hell people. You're mutilating your kid for no reason but money. Men cannot be physically or sexually abused by anyone other than another man. Teacher sleeps with student. Oh no. That poor girl. Wait. It was a boy child and a female teacher? Dot. Nice. High fives. Woo. The first season of Riverdale has Archie boning his teacher. He's a minor. She isn't. Zero outcry whatsoever. No one. Literally no one is upset. Nice. Is okay to punch a man. That we want to be in charge and take care of everything and everyone. Nah bitch we splitting the dinner 50/50. Edit. Splitting not spitting, and if we do spit on the dinner we gonna do half the work each. It's so easy to be a man. Do you know how embarrassing it is to get a random F-king boner when you're with your grandma? After reading most of these, I have come to the realization that my wife is the best. I've cried at movies. She's never made a big deal about it. I do household chores. But she doesn't make a huge deal about it like I am some miracle husband. When people call her a super mom, she tells them she's not doing this alone. She initiates sex. If I turn down sex, she doesn't try to read between any lines that aren't there. She compliments me. Probably like an average of once an hour. If not more. My goodness. I'm giving her a foot rub tonight. We don't all drink beer. Beer is disgusting. We don't listen. We all listen. We just have selective hearing. There is this phrase I kept hearing for a while. Being a man is wanting to fight every man and pay every woman. No. No it's not. All men need women. That we only approach women with the intention of getting laid. I'm 37. It's really f-king annoying now. I'm not a 20-year-old horn dog anymore and sex is way more than looks. We are not all rapists just waiting for an opportunity. I hate that being male is enough in certain situations to make some women uncomfortable. I'm not following you. I'm not going to assault you if we're alone in an elevator. I'm going to stand away from the controls and keep my hands and eyes to myself. I cannot express fully the burning hatred I have of the animals that have given all men such a despicable reputation. That masculinity is a problem. No. Being a degenerate is a problem. Being masculine is not. That a white American male doesn't have the right to an opinion. Edit. There isn't a lot of people that think this. But the few that do can go WAAAY overboard with it. Sorry if I've offended you. But it happens. That men are horny all the time. Semicolon. I think I can speak for all men when I say that there's a solid 40 minutes after sex where I'm not interested in it. The idea that men don't ever want someone to just listen and empathize without someone trying to fix the problem. It's usually wrapped up in a false dichotomy where women just want someone to listen and men want advice when talking about a problem. That all men are considered potential pedophiles or rapists nowadays. It's just f***ing ridiculous. Me. Hey, insert male friend, you look good. Girl, that's overheard. That men can't be on the receiving end of domestic violence. Especially if their argument for saying so is something along the lines of men are bigger and stronger than women. The man wouldn't lose. Something I've heard said on the topic way too much. Including from my own mother. Thinking that is sexist in both directions. I mean, at the very least, I'm pretty sure a pistol doesn't care if it was fired by a bodybuilder or an infant. The same goes for psychological abuse. Which gets into something very closely related. Society telling guys to man up about something or someone harming them is a major part of why so many can't get help when they need it. If we refuse sex is because I f***ing cheated or I don't love her anymore. If she refuses sex it's because reasons. Toxic masculinity and the idea that it's men's fault that men can't show emotions. Nah. Women's expectations are to blame. Semicolon. I once was confiding in a former female friend that I was lonely and depressed and she straight up said that the fact that I was feeling that way was really unattractive. Like goddamn. I've been a listening ear through so much of your emotional baggage and you can't listen to me blow off some steam without making some bullshitty remark? My girlfriend's words. Not mine when I was with you and your guy friends during wing night. You guys didn't talk about sex. Or boobs. Like yeah. I know. We were talking about movies. Life. Sports. Comic books. And eating wings. Like yes I get the stereotype. I just wanna shut down then I hear it. That we're obsessed with breasts. I'm much more of an ass man myself. The only breasts I am obsessed with are chicken breasts. Oh, every waking hour I think about those sweet breasts covered by golden, gleaming marinade being grilled on a hot day in a nice coal grill and digested by me. That we earn more for the same job. And the whole idea of mansplaining. Some women will just go at you with that after asking a question just because they don't like the answer. That you're a PSSY for not walking up to girls. They don't realize the sheer horror of walking right up and be judged by the person whose opinion matters most to you. I'll do it. Eventually. It's just the scariest thing in the world for some. To not be good enough.